whenever you're ready.
All right. Hi, I'm Paul Wu. How do you feel when you are confronted with a challenge? What about when you're playing a game and you're forced to think about your next move? In the grand scheme of things, there is more than just entertainment with these games. You can better learn or better your decision making and figure out like what's ahead through the use of these strategies and mental impacts. Now, all these fancy words may be a little confusing, but you can compare these to like your extracurricular activities. They can apply socially, as in words that would be like compromising, bargaining, or a mental battle between yourself or whoever you would be going against. For example, we have football, or when you're reading a music sheet. Everything that you do in these activities has a purpose, such as every note or every play in a playbook. And these challenges and mental stimuli can help you prepare for the future. So entertaining stimuli could ultimately help you learn new strategies and help your mind. And they can also help you with problem solving, and stated by the National Library of Medicine, these positive impacts can help you with activating your brain, keeping it active, exercising, and ultimately finding new solutions to your problems. Improving your learning processes can relate to the new context in which you understand new ideas and content, and their social intuition, which is basically your perceiving of predicting or like learning about other people and what they may be thinking. Now, my experience is with card games. I've been playing card games for over 5 years, and I've learned some very interesting people. They've learned how to like understand new situations and how analytical these different moves can make and how impactful they can be on the situation of a game or what a circumstance is in their real life, because these are all adults and I'm just playing with them, basically. These games also help us with not just activities but real life as well, because all these things have like an in-depth view on like how your mind would work. Now, understanding, which your brain would commonly do since we are in school, we are all students. Understanding is a very important skill across the board of everything in your life. If you don't understand, then you won't be able to continue or move forward. Retaining this information and remembering its significance, understanding, goes hand in hand with retaining information and knowing its purpose. Games with simple but challenging stimuli enable players, but not just players, but also just people, to find an easier understanding of what a solution or goal is and which can benefit the activity of your brain and the strategies you'll be able to come up with later according to the clinical and neurological sciences. Now, these can be applied socially to a bunch of different activities, like your perception. Playing and like conversating with people will help with your social skills and probably better your ability to understand about what's going on. Your time management can also be affected by this because of the speed at which you're learning, the speed at which you talk, or how you perceive conversation. Another thing that you can learn from this is how to better predict or plan, which also goes hand in hand with your time management. With this newfound perception of time that you can learn from these games, you can structure systems and activities based around these things to make them easier for you or easier for other people, and to make planning ahead much easier. You'll also be better able to predict trends both socially and with other subjects, perhaps like with people, or like what kind of food people like, other stuff. And there's also like I mentioned earlier, the battle between yourself or your opponent, because it can truly be an internal battle. Your perception of others like playing against people with social skills, will ultimately better your own. And with predicting and planning, you'll have this newfound perception of time and structuring that will ultimately make things easier to understand. Overall, opponent-based games and stimuli help your ability to find solutions, learn and process information, and plan ahead. These skills and habits are extremely helpful, but they're not just games. This is also real life.